Happiness abound in this lush land by God's chosen. Giants raise their glasses in a toast, beheld by the 12 constellations. 3 carved the heavens and the earth, 3 wove the threads of fate, 3 molded life with their hands, and 3 guided calamity's gate. They declared the world to unstirring, and stretched endless laughter upon the living. Thus you and I were created, with words and song to weave, and love and intimacy to give. Thus creation was complete. Who then will bear the weight of humanity's souls to lighten the steps of the living as a whole? O great Cathali, all-knowing Father of stature so tall, yet low does their gaze willingly fall. With light of dawn heavy upon their shoulders, golden ichor spills unto the land, forming the boiling river that flows through the legacies of heroes who take their stand. And cut. Okay, my bracelet fell on that, but you know what? We did it in the one take. Just to avoid any issues for now, I'm gonna continue talking like this. And also, where did I put my glasses? Okay, well, we know this is the longer video anyway, so I'm chilling. My glasses. I can't see without my glasses. Okay, you know what? We're gonna forego the glasses for now. Oh, I found them. So, hi, my name is Minhue, and I'm sorry about everything that just happened after I finished the song, but I did well enough that I'm very happy with this first take. Okay, I think I already said it, but hi, I'm Minhue. Welcome to my channel, and this will be my submission to the HSR Creator program that's happening right now. I think maybe it's not programmed, don't quote me on that. Anyways, as you can tell, I'm nervous. Hopefully it didn't show while I was, actually singing. Okay. First off, this was, I made the melody and that you just heard, that heard me sing, to lyrics that are taken directly from I should have memorized this, but one of the quests from Amphoreus. It's a little far into the story now, so hopefully this isn't spoilers, but spoiler alert just in case you haven't started Amphoreus. But when you go to Amphoreus and you are brought into Akama by Finon and Trippy, Trippy sings a ballad, and these are the lyrics to the ballad that she sings because it's actually just voiced, not sung in the game. So I wasn't sure which category to put this in, whether it's original music or fan-made music. there's nothing in the rules that like clarified which one it would be for me, but I did try and choose the most appropriate one, which is original music, because this isn't like a song that's like in the game. So I hope, fingers crossed, that you know this does count. You know, and I did make the melody myself, so I did put it into original music. Yeah, it's not like I'm doing a remix or singing a song that's in the game or anything. So yeah, that's what I ended up with. And this is something new for me and my channel. This is the first song I've ever like had my own like creation involved in it that I've posted to this channel. So it's really, this is a lot of firsts for me. I'm also like, this is not my usual backdrop. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm like trying to, anyways, let me go back to the quest before I say what I was gonna say. So the quest, it, you know, Trippy sits down and says, this is a ballad that has been passed down through generations of Amphoreus. And I play it in the Chinese voiceover, but I've also, you know, I have friends who play the English voiceover as well, and they told me that it was also just voiced. And I, you know, like I wanted to hear what, you know, the ballad would sound like, you know, if it was actually sung, and that's what led to this. Also, I feel a little embarrassed because I feel like I'm talking louder than I sang earlier. But I'm also yapping because this is what I'm comfortable with. I'm used to just talking before this. I sing a song in my other videos, and so this was like, yeah. And I have, there's gonna be a like cut version of just the song, like that will be posted alongside this. Yeah, I guess I should have said something right after, like, oh, this is like the end of the song, you can go on now. Anyways, I'm trying to get everything, and then, like, I don't have notes written down for this, so okay, yeah, so I wanted to hear the ballad sung, and that's what led to this. I would have loved to hear it sung in the game as well, but I understand the logistics of that is kind of hard. I know they did do that for Genshin, but you know, it's still a very difficult thing to try and localize and create songs in all 4 languages of the in the game, that the game offers for voiceover. And yeah, so I wanted this, so like I came back from this part earlier, but I don't know if you could tell, but I was trying to replicate that folk campfire storytelling feel, and I also, you know, dressed up for the occasion. You know, this is a, you know, somewhat Greek Roman inspired dress, very loosely. I'm going to use that term very loosely, and I set up candles and everything to like get the vibe and to also be visible. Like I had to have enough candles in order for me to be seen by the camera. And other like regular lights just didn't give the vibe that I wanted. Also, as you can see, I don't have a Dromus plush, but I do have this purplish, bluish, it's hard to, it's more purple than blue for sure, dinosaur that's like similar to a Dromus that I had, which, you know, ended up well. And as you can see, this is my man down here with glasses. And he was part of that quest too. So yeah. What else? I guess I should explain the, my thought process behind the song. So this started off, you know, as like again, I did it, like when I was doing the quest, I actually paused it, and like the autoplay for voice, and in the background of this, they do actually like take a lyre and put it in, well, the game says it's a lyre, and I'm assuming that it is a lyre. Sounds like one. They put it in the background of the dialogue, and listening to that, this is the vibe I got from it. Like the song, like I okay, and then I hummed out, you know, the beginnings of the of the beginning lyrics to like, you know, put a melody behind it. And I shared a little bit of that with my friends. It was a very rough draft to begin with. I only had like the first 2 lines. Happiness abound in this lush land by God's chosen. Giants raise their glasses in a toast, beheld by the 12 constellations. 3 cards. Yeah. So those 2 lines, and I technically it's 3 that I just started because I'm thinking of like actual lines rather than sentences. And I wanted to make it a full song at some point, and I didn't really like get around to it. And then this was this, I guess I should call it a contest. I should really. Anyways, this was like my chance to, like, it was the catalyst to me actually finishing the song. And I'm really glad with how it turned out. I had some issues trying to figure out some of the more awkward spots. But after that, there was some thought into how I wanted to present the song as well. You know, how we got to here. You know, because even though I'm very used to my other backdrop, I just felt like it wasn't suitable for something like this. I thought really, you know, I thought of a lot of things. And I would have set this up in my bedroom, but it's a little dangerous to have candles on the bed. I was really scared I was gonna knock something over. And you know, we do have this electric fireplace that ended up being very, very nice as the background to this. And I'm also lucky that you know, we have so many candles available for me to use. And then, like, I want to dress up for the occasion too. This is a dress that I wore to one of my high school homecoming dances. Not my high school, it was a different high school. Sorry if this is TMI, but I was, you know, I didn't think I was ever going to wear this dress again. Like, I mean, I've kept it because I wanted to, you know, do it. It's very nice. It's very pretty. But yeah, this ended up being perfect for the occasion. And I feel like there was more that I wanted to say. Yeah. I hope anyone who's watching this enjoyed. I hope it gave what I wanted it to give. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's not that long. I can see the recording, and it's 14 minutes only right now, which is, you know, less than my other videos. And of course these two, you know, as a nod to Amphoreus. Oh yeah, the choreo. So I didn't want to just sit and sing. At one point I was like, it's missing something, because I wanted the storytelling aspect to like come through. So I was like, okay, let me be the storyteller and act out what, you know, the story of this the song that is being sung. And you know, the song itself was also quite flat to begin with. I added more emphasis on certain parts, if you could tell, in this final performance, which also helped, by the way, like the overall flow, tempo, cadence of certain parts of the song that were awkward for me to begin with. I chose the title of this should be called Ballad of Dawn, an Amphoreus Folksong. Yeah, and the reason being is I went through a few ideas while thinking of the title. I started with Ballad of Titans, which sounds good, but it's like not, even though the first few lines are about the story of the Titans of Amphoreus, right? This is the story of like the creation of Amphoreus in the current era as we know it. And that didn't fit, right? Because it felt a little bit more like the, you know, like something for the whole 12. If I went with Ballad of Titans, and it feels a little bit more, you know, like tough and mighty. And this song was not quite that. There was also Ballad of Kefali, which it's a little on the nose. So I decided with Ballad of Dawn, which didn't feel right alone. So I added an Amphoreus folk song because it gives that little bit of oomph that I wanted. I thought I put a lot of thought into just like the title of it. Yeah, and so so the song, it does talk about Kefali, you know, it literally mentions their name, and it's like, that's like the entire second half of the song. So the first part of the song is the creation from the 12 Titans. Then it's like, and then it shifts. It's like, who will bear this weight, right? And that's like the key. And it's like, it has to be of the story of Kefali, right? Yeah, so Ballad of Dawn, that's what I ended up with. If you're wondering, this is, I was very nervous, so I'm quite sweaty, and then there's also like some heat from the electric fireplace and also these candles. I think that does in fact wrap up everything I wanted to mention about this. Again, fingers crossed that this does count, and that there won't be any reason why my entry isn't accepted or I'm disqualified. I'm really like paranoid about this. And you know what, even if it isn't, that's okay. This is a project that I you know, I'm really glad I ended up doing. And thank you again for not only listening to my song, but also listening to my commentary and yapping about it, because I like doing that. I like talking about stuff that you know, I'm into, and right now I'm very into this piece. I'm actually like, it's actually I'm really proud of it. It's actually quite catchy. Even I rehearse it without meaning to. Go me. But yeah, I think I'll stop there. Thank you again. Bye now.